Chevrolet decided to announce pricing of their 2025 Corvette ZR1 right at the same time as Ford announced two special edition Mustangs. We can look at the Mustangs some other time because Chevy is dropping a surprisingly affordable bomb relative to the sort of vehicles against which it can compete. The 2025 ZR1 is affordable? Affordable being a relative term here. I keep using that word, but I have to so you don't think that I think that any car over the six-figure mark is affordable. So let's back up and get to the actual pricing. The 2025 Corvette ZR1, which is the most powerful, fastest, and quickest Corvette ever, starts at $174,995 for a 1LZ coupe and $184,995 for the 1LZ hardtop convertible. Certainly a gargantuan price tag for the average car shopper. However, these are downright bargain numbers for the specs and performance being delivered here, especially when you place the car alongside its intended competitors. Thankfully for me, Chevy does just that in its press release on this thing, and the competition is serious. I'm talking about the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, McLaren 765 LT, Ferrari SF90, and the Lamborghini Revuelto. Those are seriously heavy hitters in the sports or supercar segments. Can we consider the GT3 RS a supercar? I could agree with arguments for and against, but I digress. That Porsche has 518 horsepower, 342 pound-feet of torque, and a 184 mile per hour top speed. And if you could buy one from the dealer, it started at just over $241,000. Climbing higher to the 755 horsepower McLaren 765 LT, you needed to shell out at least $382,000 to put that in your garage. The 1,016 horsepower SF90, assuming you were allowed to fork over the cash for one, your starting price would sit at nearly $530,000. Finally, that new 1,001 horsepower Revuelto, it starts north of $600,000. And you are all well aware that these starting prices are usually a healthy distance away from the as-delivered prices thanks to an Atlas-sized catalog of available options. The 2025 ZR1, it makes more horsepower than everything on that list. It makes more torque, and it has a significantly higher top speed. And with the exception of the Ferrari, can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour quicker than most of them too. There are some options available for the ZR1, of course. The carbon fiber Aero package adds $8,495 to the bottom line and adds far more aggressive Aero front, rear, and under the car. If you want to also add the ZTK package, which you do, that will cost another $1,500, but requires you to add that just mentioned carbon fiber Aero package. With the ZTK package, it's not just the grippier tires, but also adjustments to the suspension that allow it to be the most aggressive version of an already aggressive machine. There are also two trims, the 1LZ and the 3LZ. Why no 2LZ? I don't have an answer for you on that one, but I can tell you that 3LZ adds fancier things to the interior. You go from a 10-speaker Bose setup to a 14-speaker Bose audio system. There's a bit more leather trim in spots. You get a front and rear camera instead of just a rear, like on the 1LZ, and you upgrade seat trim to heated and ventilated Napa leather. The 3LZ coupe starts at $185,995, while the 3LZ drop top is $195,995 to start. Production begins in the second quarter of the year, and I will be honest, I thought Chevy was going to start this car at $250,000. Imagine if it's quicker around a track compared to the $300,000. Maybe you are cool enough to buy one if we say you are Ford Mustang GTD. That would be amazing. If you were shopping, it seems like the 1LZ coupe with the ZTK pack is a performance steal compared to the other fast mover machines for sale today. You are well under $200,000 barring any dealer markups, and for that price get a twin turbocharged rear-wheel drive non-electrified assault of the senses that arrives packing 1,064 horsepower, ridiculous noise, and supercar crushing capability. What a truly wild thing this is.